Hey guys, it's Evergreen, and today I want to talk about things that I don't really like about Halo Infinite that I think that they could have done a better job on, or things that they could implement to make it a more fun and satisfying game. And to start off, I really want to say I do enjoy the game when I'm playing it. I'm having a good time. It's more along the lines of whenever I get to thinking about it, there's that feeling of like I'm not achieving anything, like I'm not growing. So let's start off with the whole like battle pass, I guess you could say. Yeah, so like the whole battle pass. I think that the worst part about the game to me is the fact that the only way of leveling up in the game is the battle pass, but that's not a conventional way of like gaming. I mean, we're used to our games giving us the ability to have like rankings, which shows shows us who the sweaties are and who the people are that just play it here and there, or who, people that are new to the game. But now in this game, they've taken that all away, and it's just a matter of, oh, hey, you unlocked a skin. Hey, you want to unlock skins from Halo Reach? You gotta basically shell out $9, and if you want to get like a boost in it, you can shell out another like, I think it was like $20 to get like 25 ranks or whatever. I think that the problem that I have with this is because like at the end of the day, I like looking at my career on the games and finding out, oh, okay, so this is how fast it took me to get to this level, or oh, this is how many games I've played to get to this level, or how many kills I've gotten to get to a certain level. And in this game, it just kind of seems like there's no sense of accomplishment. I don't feel like the game was setting out to do anything crazy and innovative whenever they decided, hey, let's just get rid of the whole ranking system. I mean, there's ranks, like the platinum and golds, but that's not the same thing I'm talking about. That's not like how back in the day we had like commander, lieutenant, and all this fun stuff that it was bragging rights. Rather now it's just, oh, hey, I put out some money and now I can unlock armor for my Spartan, which should have been in the game in the first place. So I've kind of noticed that it's starting to die out, honestly, and I feel like this has a lot to do with it because it doesn't have a lot of shit packed into it. It's a very straightforward game, and it doesn't have a whole lot as far as reasons to come back to it. Like when it first came out, I could say that I was probably playing about 5 to 10 matches a night. Now it's like, man, I haven't even booted it up since, I don't know, maybe like a month ago. Maybe a little bit less than that. Maybe it was like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. But I just feel like it's not really that fun of a game. Like I got bored, and I guess that's the reason for my videos, because like I'm playing through the story because I love the story so far. I mean, it's not innovative, but it's a fun story. Like with all the new stuff that they've put in, such as like the shield, the grappling hook, the sensor, all that stuff is fun to play with. But I feel like the problem with the game is they try to play it safe in the sense of changing up how things are done, when they could have just left it as is and it would have been a phenomenal game. Like I still think that it's a fun game, but I think it's gotten boring. It's only fun if you're playing with friends and you're not really taking anything to heart and you're just jumping in to play a couple rounds. Another thing I think that gives this game a little bit of a boring feature is the lack of innovation as far as weapons go. Like, most of the guns in that game are 20 years old, more than that actually, since the first Halo game came out. And I mean, there's some tweaks here and there, like the new pistol is just called the sidearm pistol. Like, great, that's fucking cool. Like the last one was called a Magnum, but come on, it's 2022. I mean, we could have come out with something a little bit cooler, like, I don't fucking know, call it like the Gravedigger or some shit like that. But like basically what I'm saying is I want new mechanics. I think the newest mechanic for this game that I really love is the heat wave. Like using that shit to bounce off walls is about the only thing that I really enjoy about this game. And it made it more exhilarating because you get a nice bank shot. Nothing else rewards you like that little kill notification. So basically what I'm saying is this game played it too safe. And they had the opportunity to venture out and do something crazy with it. And I feel like they kind of backpedaled because they went back to the roots, but I think they went too far back to the roots because now there's no fucking innovation. It's just Halo. And it's kind of like a weird spot because You got some people who really like it, and then some people like me that are like just bored already and want something that is going to be more satisfying and fulfilling as a game. And another thing I will say is the crossplay. I don't know what the ratio of console players to PC players is, but I can say it gets extremely frustrating when you're playing a game and all of a sudden some guy's got like a laser beam with his assault rifle and you're just like, how are you making every single fucking shot? Same with the battle rifle. It takes like 12 exact hits to get a perfect shot. Who the fuck does that? It's like 12 exact hits to the body, and the last bullet, if it hits in the head, it's perfect. Nobody should be that accurate. Or, not to say it shouldn't, but it's not easy to do, okay? It takes a lot of practice. Like, I've got buddies who literally just practice on this game, and I'm like, dog, there's other games that we could be playing right now that they're not as stressful. Like, I feel like if you're having to practice to play a game, it's probably a little bit too far, because we all have day jobs. You know, when I get home, I'm not trying to be any fucking MLG player. I'm just wanting to hop on, play some rounds, and enjoy myself. But it seems like for some reason, everybody in the fucking world is an MLG player, or they're a sweaty tryhard. And it gets frustrating because I'm over here, I'm just like, dog, I'm just trying to get some kills. I'm just trying to have a fun time. I'm not trying to rage. But there's a lot of that in this game. Now, maybe I'm just bitching, okay? You can put it in the comments that I'm just complaining. But I feel like when you boil it down, you really need to look at the innovations that they've done. There's not a whole lot as far as crazy stuff going on. They had abilities back in Halo Reach, and that game came out in like 2008 or 2010. That's just going off of memory, because I remember when it came out. I bought it right off the bat, and that game was innovative. They had a whole new level of customization as far as your armor goes, and like, oh, the way you could change your helmet, your visor, the little attachments on your helmet, your armor, everything was customizable in that game, and you got it out of the box. You didn't have to shell out money for a battle pass, and you didn't have to work and be like, oh shit, I only have a certain amount of days, otherwise I won't be able to unlock this stuff. No, that's crap. If I pay a certain amount for the ability to unlock stuff, don't put a timer on it. I feel cheated, because it's like, now you're forcing me to play a game that I don't get as much enjoyment out of it as I used to, maybe when it first came out. I find it so wrong, you know? Don't put that stress on somebody, especially if you're like me and you work, 40 plus hours a week and you're barely home, maybe like 3 to 4 hours a night. So you really, you have to kind of decide what you're going to do with your free time. And then on the weekends, you're drained. So you're like, do I really want to drop in and play like 4 hours of my life just so I can make sure that I'm on track and I'm staying on top of my, my unlocks on the battle pass go? No, I think that's fucked up. Well, honestly, I've got a lot of little complaints as far as Halo goes. Like, shit, their fucking big team battle wasn't working for a while because it was too big. They couldn't handle 8v8 or whatever it was. I think it was 12v12. The server couldn't handle it, and I think that's a joke, because we got games like PlanetSide 2, which has been out since like 2012 with 2,000 players per server, and they can handle it. Microsoft can definitely handle better servers. So that was stupid. I think that a store that was charging people $10 for cat ears, ridiculous. $10 for cat ears is ridiculous. I wouldn't pay for that. I mean, hey, if it was $5 and, I got some extra stuff, maybe, just for the heck of it. And $9 for a battle pass that puts a time constraint on you and your money, because, look, you drop money, be put into a stressful situation as far as unlocking stuff goes. And that other thing is, there's a huge lack of multiplayer modes, because where's Infected, all right? Where's the choice to play Capture the Flag or Stronghold by itself? Like, you give the players challenges each week, and then they can't even access those game modes. Like, I had so many challenges where it's like, oh, play Capture the Flag and win. And out of like 10 games, I might get one game of Capture the Flag, and I would just get annihilated. I couldn't even complete my challenge. So it's like, okay, that's cool. I would have preferred if I could have just chose what game mode I played, but they don't give you that option. And like I said, the lack of options as far as, game modes go. And then they got that trash fucking seed game where you have to go and collect seeds. I don't understand it. I mean, I could look up a video of how to play that game mode, but I'm not going to waste my time doing that. I am glad that they're making the multiplayer free to play because it allows people to get a taste of what the game has to offer. But I'm going to say that it definitely has a long way to go before I can say that it's actually fun and enjoyable. Because at this point, they're relying off of other people to make their game fun, i.e. friends and just randoms that you have a good old time with and talking to. Which I don't even know, do people even talk on games anymore? Because like it's like the only games that I ever hear anybody talk is like Call of Duty. Alright, well, that is my rant for now. So if you like the video and you agree with me, leave a like. If you disagree, let's talk about it in the comments. Like I said, I haven't booted this game up in almost a month, so maybe they changed some things since I've made this. But I'm not counting on it. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to. I mean, it's free. So anyways, peace, love, homies.